Good morning and welcome to the channel, and welcome to Shane's Castle in Antrim for the Shane's Castle Steam Rally. So it has been back after a 2-year furlough due to a certain pandemic here in the world. Great to have it back. This has always been a really big show. It's one of the show season openers of the year. Cars, tractors, lorries, trade stalls, and the big thing are the steam engines. So yeah, we'll have a walk around and see what we have on display. Okay, so we start off with this little grey Ferguson T20 with a gypsy caravan trailer. And next up we have this Fiat 11090. It's a bigger version of what my father-in-law has. He has a 9090. Coming on to this Case International, and this lovely presented McCormick Formal as well. Just across from that we have the smaller tractors. We have this little BMC 425 or a Nuffield. There's also a BMC Mini that was available. We have this Leyland and Fortune. As we go on here we have this McCormick Formal with a belly mounted plough. And we have a David Brown and a pair of Massey 35s. A little row of Fergusons again. And then we have this Ferguson 35 Gold Belly with market gardening McCormick at the end. As we go into this next row, then we have this pair of Leylands, the Massey 135. Across the way with David Brown, we have this little Leyland market gardening tractor and a Ford 2000. Followed by the Fortune Major and this Zetter 4011 with the Massey 188 coming up beside it with a T20 as the trailer. As we come along the show, we come to this interesting little 35X, unusual in its yellow. That was because this was a DOE, our Department of Environment tractor as well. And we end up with a gold belly at the end. Ford 4000. Imagine these now as classics, but yes, they are into the 90s here, so definitely going to classic status. And there's a little row of Fergusons as well. Ferguson's very popular here in Northern Ireland as they were developed by Harry Ferguson from Dromara in County Down. And then we come through to the next section of tractors. Massey 165, that was classed as a large tractor in the 60s. Long time since I've seen a Muirhill. A local farmer with us had several of those, but I haven't seen them for some time now. Interesting looking cab on this Super Major. And this custom tractor here, this is a Nuffield 1080 with a V8.
Well, flathead 8, isn't it? They were quite. Yeah.
again, some little grey Fergies. John Deere. Okay, here we have the Ulster Aviation Society with their Hanover Tornado nose cone and their little Ferguson, RAF Ferguson. And just move up this here, the Ulster Aviation Society is a fantastic organisation preserving old aircraft with the connection with Northern Ireland. I've been around their hangars a couple of times outside Lisburn. Hopefully we can get a tour of it at some point and we'll put it up on the channel here. So we come to the lorry section here, we start with this ERF turbo tractor unit and trailer. And across the way here we have this Comer and Albion with actually what they've done coming to shows. You see in this one they've actually put a garden shed and like that here for having their lunch and so on in when they're at shows. But around the corner, what is pretty cool is they have this lorry disguised as a turf lorry. As you can see here through the slats, we have turf in the slats. What is there? Sleeper carriage. A little caravanette inside, which is quite a neat idea. There's a few ideas like this around. We have this little Series 1 Land Rover and a chase-side bulldozer. So as you go along here, you see this trailer here has obviously been converted. Also, awesome Massey on the back here. And you go through to some military section. It's a military Land Rover. Yeah, so here we front here, the lightweight Land Rover. And then we have a 1980s Scania with an AEC beside it, DAF. Oh, here's an interesting, on the back of here we have an RUC Pig armoured car from the 60s into 70s, and I actually do still remember these being used in the 80s during the Troubles. A long time since I've seen one of these in the flesh. So yep, police armoured car. We have this Model T. I believe it's a Model T. I'm afraid I don't know a lot about lorries here, so just give them a bit of an overview here. Lovely pair of Atkinsons here. Then here we have this Leyland FG angle cab. There's that lightweight Land Rover again, and the World War II era Thornycroft, and then a later military Defender. Not all classics here. We have this Scania long nose, late 90s. Around the back here we have this Volvo 10 with a 135 on the back. Again, there's another caravan made from a lorry body. Okay, so we have this Guy Invincible carrying its trailer. We have an Australian Leyland land train. It's a rare beast here. A lot of these lorries being converted with bodies put on them for campers when they come to shows. You can even buy a caravan when you're here. It's a lovely old Bedford TK. My favourite lorries. A lorry from my childhood. Not all vehicles here at Sheehan's Castle. We have little miniature ponies, sheep, some goats over there, donkeys, and some llamas. Okay, as we come up past the ruins of Shane's Castle itself, we have this military display by D Company. They're known as this military vehicle reenactment club. So we'll start here with this Land Rover Series 1 lightweight. Here commemorating the 40th anniversary of the Falklands War. Okay, so we're coming along here, we have this missile launcher, the Land Rover forward control beside it. And over here we have a Defender. Very nice Defender in UN colours.
That's okay, we'll find them.
Then we come on to the armoured Land Rover from the Northern Ireland Troubles era. This, I believe, is known as a Tangy. If I'm wrong on that, people can correct me in the comments. So it's fully bulletproof and armoured, bulletproof glass. This is the cutter for wires, etc., being put across the roads for the soldiers when they're up in the hatch at the top, that they obviously won't get decapitated. So fully armoured. So these are regular sights on hard roads during the Troubles. Still see them in police livery now. So we have this desert camel coloured lightweight, and then we have, of course, the Willy's Jeep. It's a World War II Jeep from the Allied side, American built by a number of different companies, Ford being one of them. So they're both used by both sides, sorry, with both armies during the Second World War, the British Army and the American. This one is a Willy's itself, rather than a Ford, as you can see there. And down here we have this RAF Land Rover lightweight. A trio of Willy's Jeeps. This one here in American livery with the canopy up. So, USA with the star, as you can see. The headlight covers and all on too. Getting up to the next one, USA livery, and then we have this, the SAS Willy's Jeep from the Airborne, British Airborne. 50 caliber on the front, twin burnings on the rear. Can you see this one? This camouflaged Land Rover Series 3. It's a radio operator, so it's like these signals. Camouflage as well under the trees here. Let me go over to this again, more modern Defender with the general purpose machine gun on the front and the 50 caliber cannon on the rear. Yeah, desert use. So just over here, we'll take a walk down to the castle itself. There's a castle ruins on the shores of Loch Ness. It's been a very imposing building when it was in its heyday. It's unfortunately a ruin now. But what a view. Here it's Old Orangery. Still growing plants now, like roses, bugs and things. These cannons looking out to the loch. built on a beautiful location here in County Antrim. And just worth noting, structure way out there, just about sea. That was actually used during the Second World War for testing torpedoes. So quite a lot of history about this area. Okay, so that's enough of a history tour here at Sheens Castle. Let's get back to the vehicles. Just as we head out, we have this Scammell tug known as the Banshee. So it'd be for like fairground users. There's this caravan and then the organ as well. It's plays some fantastic tunes when it's up and running. Okay, so we just follow our noses and the smoke here, and it takes us to the steam engines that this rally is famous for. Yeah, I don't know very much about these, but their engineering in them is fantastic. It's great to see them 100-year-old plus vehicles still being used. Start with this trio here. We have this one called Back to Glory. Glad that the owner has a bit of information. This was a 1914 Marshall single cylinder. That's Christina, as this one is known as. And we have this one, Made of the Mist, in 1907. Maybe one of the oldest ones here. You come to a steam-powered rolled roller. This one's known as Shauna. It's in 1913. So you can see there, Castle Dawson. Getting all fueled up, ready for some displays. This one here with a rather large chimney on this one. Actually, this one was one of those 1898. This one known as Fred. This one's getting set up for a display here. This is Black Jack, known as. It's 1899. That's a tiny little steamroller here. There, 1923, a much younger one. Which is belted up to the stone crusher here. Ready to do some display work. So you'll pass them all here. Puffing out their smoke here. It's a pity we don't have smell-o-vision here. Scratch and sniff is a very distinct smell here. There's road roller here as well. Here known as Sir K. Much younger one. So there it's just 1911, known as the Emerald. Getting filled up with water here. Just one here, 1917. A lot of work and preparation put into these lovely old machines. Attention to detail when they're in period is fantastic. And with the newels on the canopy there, all that brass work. Beautiful old vehicles. up into the car display. We start with this Fiat Mia Fiore.
Come on, folks, come on. Let me hear you, come on. Up you go.
Followed by this Mark II Jaguar 2.4.
He just got just what I said, 5, he dropped off. Will we give him that?
MTB Roadster.
Yeah. What a guy.
Then we have this Ford Capri S.
Right. So now you know what it's all about. Boys don't well that.
It's a lovely Triumph 2000.
So this time we got the little guy,
Early 80s
Alexander,
Mini
on
City,
my
Mayfair
right,
perhaps, with the opening windows.
as we look
Yes, we have
down,
this for a Lions
and then we
Regal
got Jay.
3-litre.
So the guys are going, let me hear all
So
the
here's a car which has gone from our roads. 309 turbo
let
diesel.
me hear all the grannies and grannies. It's a slight bit in front, but oh, look at Jay, look at that made of massive loads of ground. Yo, Jay's got away with it here.
Rare little two-door.
Alex has got him in the lead. What's happening here? Come on, Jay, come on.
Nice to see one of these again.
That's who touches down first, who touches down first.
Jaguar XJ6 94. And we have the Mark I Fiesta XR2. This is a carbureted version.
Was it Jay? Was it
To
Alex?
XR2i was injection.
Jay or Alex?
Lovely RS wheels.
Big Alex.
Lovely
Was it
Capri
Jay or
280.
Alex? Big Alex. Hello?
Gorgeous,
Hello?
gorgeous car.
Was it Jay or Alex? Hold on. Has anybody got a felt tip payment and a paper knife right down there? Alex. Alex.
And then we have this Volvo C70 convertible. The car you wouldn't expect to see at classic status, but it's getting up there. And this beautiful Fiat.
Just 1 minute, boys. I'll just
Beautiful
tell
little
you a
car,
little
Fiat
big
132.
You see when I'm out
2-litre.
here and I've got a microphone?
This Fiat 132, Vauxhall Victor beside
What
it.
about the how do you do?
Jaguar X-Type. Ford 1600 Mexico. Same as this Unos Roadster. MX5 Nada, whatever you want to call it. Beside it, we have this Chevy Corvette. And Mitsubishi 3000. Pair of DeLoreans. The famous from Back to the Future, built in Belfast.
So Alex has done very well. Here's the clutch spots from yesterday.
And we have this Mitsubishi FU with very brave wheels.
Yesterday, we're in 3 today. We're king of the castle.
Gorgeous little Fiat.
And Jay has come hard yesterday.
Maybe early 60s Mercedes, I don't know the model.
Crank it up a wee bit.
Well,
You know what I mean?
Ford
Motivate
Astra.
yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and the car which completely disappeared from our roads.
Big signing, £30
Yeah, a lot of Ford Probe.
Right, here we go.
And then we come up to
Now you gotta get
brace of Morris Minors. This ex-police Minor 1000 apparently had been in Heartbeat at one time. We have this Traveller. Hopefully you hear me over the tie. We have this almond green 4-door. Bmw M3 E30 Convertible. Another Mark II Jaguar. This is the 3.8.
Wow, so is Jay got them?
RS 2000 Custom. Split nose. And the smoke grey 4-door. Little A35. Another car, which is a car of my youth. Over 200.
Who's gonna support Bert?
Facelift model with the grille.
Looks like nobody on
And the more minors. Minors are very popular car shows here in Northern Ireland. A pair of Travellers. And this little British and green midget. So it was a £1,500 car there, and then this beautiful tartan red MGB Coupe GT Mark I Fiesta. Mark II 1600 Escort. And we have a Harrier. When did you last see a Toyota Carina E? And we have this Wolseley 1500 and an A35 van. The Vauxhall Frontier is Sport, again, not a car you see many of anymore. I always love the little triangular window in these. have here this XJ40 Sport with sacrilegious wheels, BMW wheels on a Jaguar as unforgivable. It's the Defender and pair of minis. This one's actually the Pink Panther from Instagram. Hopefully we're intending to do a feature on this car soon on the channel. State. It's Audi 80 Convertible, followed by an MG Maestro with MGTF wheels. Here we come, as this Frog Eye Sprite, this little Suzuki Supercar, tiny little K-van. Mark 3, sorry, Mark 2 MX5. Over this Mark 1 SLK. Ex-military Defender beside it on this beautiful Series 1 E-Type, open 2. Renault 5, you also often see a Renault 5. And we have this little E30 Nova Saloon. I haven't seen a Nova Saloon in years. It's a lovely pair of Novas. It's a GTE beside the saloon. Next up this Datsun Fairlady 280Z, same as Mighty Car mods with their 2JZ conversion, I believe they put in it. Beetle. This Transporter and Volkswagen Rabbit or Golf. Lovely pair of bugs. This was in my video for Dub Shed. This Spitfire.
Do you want to see them jump over me?
A pair of buses. We have this Volkswagen Beetle Beach Buggy. Maybe not an original, but definitely a replica. Then we have this MGA fixed head 1600. Beautiful car with sunroof. Rover 3500. And Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. This Z3. Another SLK. Another Z3 beside it. And a Saab 9.3 convertible. And here are these pre-war cars then. We have this Austin. I don't know what model, 10 perhaps. We have this Ford Model T. Another Austin. Again, I don't know what model. We have this Austin Cambridge Hightail. TVR Wedge, TVR 280i. Very, very rare car. Lovely condition. Very strange styling on it. Instead we have this Mark II MX5. Beautiful condition. 944 Porsche. With a Stag beside that. This little trio of minis. Paper replicas. Again, a pair of smoke grey Miners. This one on Merino wheels. Nice little upgrade. It's a Vauxhall, it is. It's a Vauxhall Monterey or 3 badge Isuzu Trooper. An Evo FQ330 beside it. Apparently the FQ stands for a rare brood word, meaning something quick. So this MR2. Lexus IS200. gorgeous little Mark 1 Mini Austin 7 in smoke grey. Very early car. Another Bmw Z3 beside this Jaguar XK8. This is the 4-litre V8, naturally aspirated. It's a Mark 3 Golf, which is for sale. Another car for sale. This is started. Up to in Austin, Cambridge. It's the one with the low tail. Just better looking, in my opinion. Now, this 1979 Austin Mini Special, one of the first limited edition minis, with its vinyl roof. This one in silver with the black roof, as opposed to rose with tan roof. Very special car. The first ones that came with the special arches are known as exaction wheels. These actually fit with clubman rear bumpers on both ends. Very unique interior as well. One on steering wheel and center console, I'm sure you can see that. And wing pointed indicators as well. This is a Fiat Multipla 900. And as we go into the next row of cars, we have this Mark IV Fiesta beside a group of Defenders. All is individual, as they can be, just like minis and so on. They can all be modified in different ways. And we come to this facelift Rover 45. This 86 Nova Merit, 5-door beside it. I don't often see Novas around, but that's 3 or 4 has been at the show today. And this Mark III Cooper S. Beautiful little car with the usual Mark II bonnet to the and the black roof, you know, to make it more Cooper S-y. Very vibrant yellow Cavalier Coupe. Then we have this Mazda RX-3. We have this Wedge well, a Lotus XL. Sierra Chiles, upside down. This Mark II Golf. So it started turbo. Say that Vauxhall Magnum. Very modified MX-5. That's the Mini beside it. Another Nova. This have a GSI, later one. And we have the Brown Triumph Dolomite. It's a 1500 with the sprint front end treatment. This MG Magnet, very early one. Beautiful MGB rally inspired car. The C bonnet. Duckwing spoiler at the back. A lovely prepared car. And parts of this other MGB. This have a roadster with a bumper in Glaze. This pair of Austin 6s. I believe the other one on the side was an Austin 6 as well. This Golf GTI Convertible. Beside a Rover Metro. This very wide 4-9 bed. you can hear me over the noise of the stationary engines beside me here. We have a 62 Ford Consul Classic, heavily modified as you can see, with the banded Lotus steel wheels, a very eye-catching colour, bumpers removed. Okay, so that's the 2022 Shane's Castle Steam Rally in Antrim. Hopefully you enjoyed that video. Hopefully you're able to hear me over the commentary and the background noise. If not, I'll either have put background music onto this video or narrated over it. So one way, hopefully it has worked. Yeah, we've other shows coming up this year. Some big shows back again after being away for a couple of years. So looking forward to those. But yeah, remember to like and this video and subscribe. Drop down below what your favorite vehicle was, what you would have brought home from it. For me, that it was a lovely Mark 1 Austin 7 there, which I'd love to bring home from my own garage as well. So nice to see that one out. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and yeah, if you have, we'll see you on the next one.